Hey, this is Ransom1690 back here with another video. And I think that I have been kind of going through a phase lately because I've reached a point where I am just so burnt out with everything in this life. And I mean, not literally, like I am burnt out with just participating in this life. So, and I've just been really thinking about a lot of stuff lately as far as just what the hell are we doing here? You know, and just everything has been that I've been through, has led up to this point to where I'm just questioning the point of existence, and I didn't. Well, I kind of did that in the past with some of my older videos, but those were more along the lines of that life sucks and that it puts us through shit that, is unpleasant, like suffering or, you know, abuse, just things like that I've covered in the past. But this is on a whole nother level, y'all. Like, I have just really been sitting here, or rather laying here, because I've had this real standard just routine where I'll sleep for most of the day. Then I'll get up. I'll maybe watch a little bit of anime or read some manga. Then I'll go back to sleep, you know, and just really contemplate, lay in bed just thinking and contemplating just the point to all of this. And I'm really losing interest. Like, I mean, I haven't really even been doing my art or practicing that lately because I've been kind of thinking the same thing, some things regarding that. Not to say that I've fallen out of love with art, I would never will, but just the point, scrutinizing the point of waking up and of putting in all of this effort to do stuff just to exist and just to survive or try to achieve a goal, like with me trying to be a master artist slash content creator, and just asking myself, why? Why do we need to do this? Why do we need to do things in our lives to strive for things to make it more fulfilling or more better? Why do we need to put in the effort to do all these things, not just career or hobby or, type stuff, but just things in general, like having to put in the effort to make a decent meal so you can get the proper nourishment for your body so you're not hungry, or having to put in the effort to keep grooming yourself or and take showers and just constantly have to try to upkeep your body and just all this shit that you have no choice but to do because your body demands it, or else it will degrade, or society demands it because that's what you're told that you must do to have a good life, like having to put in the effort to try to seek better career opportunities or go to college, which is a fucking scam, or go to trade school or just try to get a job and brush up on your interview skills, learn how to talk to people, learn how to network, communicate, and get all these certificates and qualifications so you can move up in the corporate ladder to be able to make the money to afford that decent house that you can live in comfortably, you know, and just thinking about all the fucking crazy ass work you have to put in just to live, just to succeed, just to even exist. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm just to getting to the point to where I'm losing motivation in all of it. I don't even like to fucking eat anymore. I do not like eating. And I know I told y'all like a couple of videos ago that, yeah, I like going out to eat and this and that. I don't even, like, as of recently, I don't even enjoy doing that anymore. I don't enjoy getting up to walk to a fucking restaurant to spend my money to eat food that, while it tastes good, it's ultimately bad for you. And that's another fucking thing too. Like, it's just how nothing really bad. There is no true joy or fulfillment in any of the things you do because there is a cap to it. Not in the sense that, oh, well, I mean, well, yeah, maybe I do mean it like that. It's a cap to it where the more you do it, the more enjoyable, I mean, unenjoyable it becomes. And what I mean by that is, okay, so I like to go out to eat good food, but what happens when you do that too much? Well, then you spend too much money, and since they put so much shit in the food, all of that stuff is going to eventually build up in your body and cause health complications or possibly weight gain or just other stuff that will be a hindrance to your survival. Let's say you like playing video games or like me watching anime. Well, if you do too much of that, then you develop what's called tunnel vision, meaning that your body just kind of becomes kind of static to it. If I'm explaining that correctly, you just sort of become numb and very disassociated with it. If any of y'all know what I'm talking about, if you have experienced that before, thankfully, like, I don't, it's only specific times where I'm really indulged in just entertainment like that. For the most part, up till now, have been just practicing my art. But even with that, the same thing. You practice your art or your craft too much. You will start you developing complications from it. Like in my case, it like the anime tunnel vision. Your body just becomes so accustomed to it that it degrades your brain and your understanding of what you're trying to craft or understand within the realm of the arts. Like, it's degraded and your brain gets tired of it, so you have to fucking take breaks every now and then to try to recharge and all this shit. And like in T Sizzle's case, when he would talk about how he would do music, and when he was trying to listen to music for a good while, and he would try to just kind of spot out them different beats or high tones and low tones, like it would start to hurt his ears, and he would have to just take a break from it to give his ears a rest so he wasn't doing damage to it. And that's what I mean when I say that everything you do, even the stuff you enjoy, there is a limit to how much you can enjoy, because it comes a time where your body just fucking not gets tired of it, not you, but your body, you know. And I just think it's really fucking stupid, man, that you have all this shit you have to do just to quote unquote have a fulfilling life or have a meaningful life, but you're not only are you not able to engage it indefinitely, but you have to put in so much fucking effort, like I said, to just bust your ass to try to make it have any kind of meaningful impact, including food, including fixing a meal. And that's why I don't fucking like even cooking anymore. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, my meals as of recent has just been so minimal because I'm just tired of fucking eating. I'm tired of cooking. I'm tired of putting in the effort to make a fucking meal just to take care of my body, and it's all this stupid shit. Like, because I remember I was talking to my sister about it one day, and she was trying to debrief me on exactly how to meal prep and this and that so I can get the necessary amount of calories to actually achieve what I'm trying to do, which is to, lose weight and to fucking get back in peak shape, condition, and all of that, like when I was in high school. And I told her, like, well, I'm just thinking, like, maybe if I just eat a small pot pie and some mixed vegetables, just a small portion of mixed vegetables every day with a side of fruit. And she's like, well, no, you can't do that because the pot. And I was talking about the store-bought pot pies, by the way. And she was like, well, no, that's not going to work because, oh, they have a lot of preservatives in them. So you got to fucking do all this shit, buy rotisserie chicken, cut it all up, put it in the bags, and then fix your own, fix a fucking, I forgot what she said, and just fix some greens or something on the side, and or like just put it all up. Like, it was just this whole extensive shit that I supposedly had to do just to fucking make my body do exactly what I needed to do for it to lose weight. And I'm like, man, I'm not fucking doing all of that shit. You shouldn't have to do all of this shit. And that's my point. You shouldn't have to do all this shit just to have a fulfilling life in whatever area that you're trying to do it in. You shouldn't have to fucking go to school for fucking 12 years of your life, and then, oh, now you gotta go to fucking college and take a bunch of horse shit classes that don't have anything to do with the field that you're majoring in, and then, oh, you gotta spend all this fucking money, take out all these loans, and then just to achieve an employment opportunity that will get you a better quality of living. And that's not even fucking guaranteed in the first place. And that's another thing anyway, putting into all the effort to this life, it's not guaranteed to get the results that you're expecting to get. Even with what I'm just trying to do now with the physical fitness, because I've heard stories where it's so many people who've tried every diet in the book, every kinds of discipline, and they still weren't able to lose weight and get back in shape. That weight just fucking refused to come off. So it's like everything you fucking do in this life, it's not even guaranteed to pay off, man. And this is something sort of that I've been kind of thinking, for a couple of days. And again, like, I just haven't been interested in really doing much of anything other than just laying in bed and thinking about this stuff, watching a bit of anime, and maybe contemplating about the deeper meaning of the story, and then going to the rec and, to work out. And that's literally all I've been doing for probably about the whole week. You know, I've I haven't even been eating again, like I said, because I'm just so fucking tired of eating. I'm just tired of doing things, all these arbitrary things in this life, that you're told you have to do. And I don't know what to call it, but I really think I'm just really so over this existence. And I know that y'all have heard all of that before, but now I know what these people are talking about, because I just can't get this out of my head that what is exactly the point of doing all of this? Just to say that, oh yeah, I finally got that career, or got that house, or got that car, or oh, I finally look maxed, which ain't what I'm trying to fucking get in shape for, by the way. I couldn't give a rat's ass about looks maxing, but just using that as an example, just to say that, oh, I'm finally alpha male, or just anything really. And then what after that? Then you get old, and then you die, and then none of this means anything. You get fucking old, and that's another thing. It's this picture that I saw of a celebrity who was in real fit shape. Real fit shape. I mean, he had it fucking going on. He had the body, he had the abs, he had the muscles. I forgot his name. I'm going to try to find it once I'm done with this video. But he had it all. And then he got old. And then just seeing how he looks now, and it's like, compared to how he looks in his prime, and it's like, just nowhere, it ain't the same, And so it's like he had it all, and then he lost it all, because his body's still fucking screwed up on him because of age. So I'm like, what's the fucking point of all of this, of doing all this shit? And then you grow old, then you die, and it's like, that's a wrap, folks. It's like that Looney Tunes outro. That's all, folks. And it's just so fucking stupid. But I don't know, man. Y'all can tell me what y'all think. Like, this is just a phase that I've been in for a while. And I'll get back to y'all with another one real soon.